I don't really have any friends. And it seems like a sad sentence, a sad statement, but it's like, it's actually kind of cool. Um, I have a few, like, other than the people on Discord, like, I've met a few people online on Discord, right? And then, like, occasionally, a few times a week, barely even, I'd get on Discord and just talk and chill and play, like, Counter Strike or any other game. But IRL, man, physically, like, this body, I have no friends. And I don't really have a problem with it. It's just a lot of times it feels like, not even a lot of time, it feels like, period, that my ambitions, what I want to achieve in life, I'm alone in, you know? Like, I have such high ambitions of what I want to live, and I don't think there's anybody that wants to achieve what I want to achieve. So I don't really attract anybody. Like, I'm alone. Like, and that's chill. I can't expect anything from anybody. I can't expect a human being to add anything to me. Like, I have to really be myself, my own light, you know? Like, if I'm not feeling happy or anything, that's on me, bro. Nobody should come in and save you. When I'm not inspired, that's on me, man. When I don't know how to do something, that's on me. I have to learn how to do it myself. Hence, I have my own studio, you know. I learned how to mix my music. I learned how to produce my music all myself because I don't have any friends that do it to the extent that I can do it. Let me fucking fix this shit. And the people who can do it the way I can do it, or better, they charge for the service. So it's like, really, you're alone, man. You gotta raise yourself. I don't really have any issues with people, though. Like, if you talk to me, it's not that, like, I'm arrogant or awkward or we don't click, we don't vibe. Not most of the times, 9 times out of 10, like, if you talk to me, we're gonna click and vibe. But it isn't long-term or sustainable, I feel like, because what drives me to hold a friendship with you is if you have that drive in you, that fire in you to achieve something great in life. If you're just sitting around in life, just living, trying to get money, I'm not gonna be very close to you. Of course, I'll be very friendly, but it won't be it won't have any depth, our friendship. It'll be just a fun time, a good time, a fun time. I guess I don't have any friends because I have such high ambitions that only me is driven enough to even achieve it or work for it. Like, dude, I dropped out of school at 15. Like, nobody in my whole fucking life do I know personally who even has that vision. Like, since then, I'm 21 now. I'm self-employed. I've never worked a job. Whatever, I try to make money by myself. It's been working. And, like, nobody is that ambitious. So I don't really have any physical friends. But I love to help people out. Like, it sounds very arrogant. Like, I never get into fights with anyone. Like, I honestly listen to your point of view. But it's just, whoever you hang around with, you become like them, you know? It's like, I on Discord, most of the people there, all of them, I'm not gonna bullshit you. All of them on Discord, they're all gamers, right? So every time I hop on, the flow of life takes me to getting on games. Like, now I'm playing Counter Strike because of the Discord friends I have, and I spent $50 the other day on Counter Strike. Like, a year ago, I would have never done that because a year ago I was like alone, even digitally. But this year, like I'm alone only physically. Digitally, I have some friends, so I'm really influenced by humans. You know, human beings are influenced by the people who they hang around. So to tie this back to me having no friends, I always keep in mind that the people I hang around with, I start imbibing their qualities. Hence, I choose to be alone and work to live what I want to live, my dreams. And if anybody along the path has any interest of becoming a musician or doing music or wants something, because I already trained intensely and I gained a lot of knowledge on how to make music, mix music, everything that you need to learn to do music, I'll help them out happily. And like they become a little closer in my inner circle. In other words, I have circles. Public, YouTube comments. That's my public, like outside of outside. How I respond to YouTube comments, that's my most outside public. Then it's a little bit more private. It's like inside my home. If I'm in your room, and if you're in my room, that's a little bit more private. How I talk. Occasionally, some of the Discord friends come into private. Like if we're late night, we're all in the same game, and we're like in that fucking laughter. Then you're very private inside, and then there's like deeper private, and that's only people who that deeper private, very deep personal space are people who want to be musicians, and not only just musicians, because this is a bullshit. I've seen musicians who say they want to do musicians. They've been musicians for 10 years and they're in a jack shit spot. They have no fucking fans. No, like, I don't respect you. If you've been doing music for 10 years and you're not well known, I don't respect you as a musician. So you don't get that personal. I'm talking about people who really have that fire in them. You get deep in my personal space because I look at Michael Jackson and Prince not as idols. I look at them as somebody I have to be bigger than them. Like, I have to be better than these people. Like, I cannot. The way Kobe looked at Michael Jordan, if you listen to the way Kobe looked at Michael Jordan, he never looked up to Michael Jordan. He never looked up to Michael Jordan. Kobe never looked up to Michael Jordan. He wanted to eat his head. He wanted to be better than him. And he did it. When you're that big as Kobe and Michael Jordan, now it's all a part of opinions. Who's better is based on the person. It's not based on fact. Now it's all opinion. Because they're that equal. Like, somebody can say Kobe is much better than Michael. Somebody can say Michael's much better than Kobe, but they're both right because he's that big. That's the way I see these huge artists. So if you don't have that vision, you don't really get into my personal me, who I am. I never look down on you though. Like, if you need help, I will stay awake and not sleep to make sure your song gets finished properly, because I have the knowledge and you don't. Like, if I have something that you don't, I'll give it to you. But you don't become deep like me. You don't become like blood to me. You become somebody I have to serve, which I'll serve. I'll gladly serve humans. Like, that's totally... if I don't serve humans, I'm wasting my life. But I'm always bigger than humans. Like, that's it. Essentially, that's really it. And I don't have any friends because I haven't found anybody that's bigger than me. Or, in this, you don't even have to be bigger than me. Anybody that has that same drive as big as me. My cousin has it. My cousin does music a little bit, but he's too shy to show it to the people. So it's not that drive. You don't have that, I don't care what people think of me. I need to achieve what I am envisioning. That's my drive. And haven't found anybody with that yet that is alive and not famous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're famous, how are you gonna meet me? You have better shit to do, bro. Like, you have shows to do, you have fucking businesses to take care of. But I'm telling you, like, I don't have any friends because I choose not to have to. I guess I'm fully responsible, but I'm trying to break it down in more steps in a way that we can have a conversation about it. One main thing, why don't I have any friends? I'm responsible for it. That's completely my doing. Now let's break it down to more small points. Why did I do this? Because I'm super ambitious and I'm always thinking about having that dream. And I haven't found anybody that's that intense, so nobody stays with me long. You know, it's like when I get on Discord, these bros are just trying to fucking game, which is fine. Like, just play a little Counter-Strike, have a little fun. But then when it's time to get off, bro, let's do music and post that shit. Every fucking day. If we spend 10 hours on Counter-Strike, that means that week we should have already done 60 hours on music. Like, that's my point. But honestly, I don't even do 60 hours that much. So I can't really be. That was a bad analogy because I don't do 60 hours of music. But point being said is, when I'm playing a video game with my guys, it's just a little pastime from my real life, which is musician. You know? And I have one cousin that's like that, but that's probably the only person that's close to the friend. So yeah. I don't have any friends because I'm too ambitious and I want to be bigger than everybody. Not in an arrogant way, because whatever expertise I gain along the path, I will give it to people and make sure they also benefit from it. But on top of that, I'm still overly ambitious. If I make $1 billion, obviously I'm going to help people who need it. But they will never be partnered with me. You know what I mean? That's an analogy. A billionaire isn't going to look at a homeless man and, like, not help him, you know? But he will also not partner with them because you don't have the drive. You don't have the will to run these companies. But if you would need, I would even buy a house for you. A $100,000 house, I would gladly buy it for you if you are part of my family. You know, as an analogy, if you need, I'll happily do your music for you. I'll happily mix it for you for free.